subsequent applications during the prosecution process. So it's nice to get a really thorough, broad specification that has lots of good support for a variety of claims at the beginning. We don't do a ton of CIPs at WARF, but maybe Dave or Bill can elaborate on that a little bit and how they see value and what the specification should look like for those types of apps.
Yeah, go ahead, Dave. Well, thanks. To me, there's somewhat of an art around taking that approach because you want to, in your initial filing, disclose enough but not enough, so to speak, so that you can do more selective filings later. So, for example, if you're describing a very new process and you're able to describe the steps in that process fairly broadly, but not go into specifics on smaller, finer points within that process, because quite frankly you don't know at the time that you're making that initial filing. You see it often in the pharmaceutical space, and I'm starting to see it more in our space as well. Is especially when you start looking at these catalysts I talked about earlier. Boy, our original filing had disclosed those concepts of those catalysts, but now I'm able to step in and say, here's a catalyst formulation that works really, really well, and it works a lot better than I would have expected. And even though it may have been mentioned in my earlier filing, so that I know that no one else can really play in that area, I now have the opportunity in this selection case to really argue for that more narrow of a patent and be able to do so in its standalone application. So the